Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, March 7th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Wow. That's about all I can say about this weekend. More than 1,000 participated in the 8th annual Shamrock Stroll pub crawl on Saturday, and I don't even want to venture a guess as to how many turned out to the St. Patrick's Day parade. Once again, Johnny O'Leary did not disappoint with 108 units in a parade that thrilled, I'm guessing, about 10,000 people or more for more than 2 hours. It was so great to see people that I haven't seen in years. Well done, everybody. But we do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? The Maryland State Police are investigating a bizarre accident that claimed the life of an Annapolis man this weekend on I-97. Just before midnight on Friday, two vehicles were traveling north on I-97 together, friends. One vehicle, operated by a 40-year-old Glen Burnie woman, stopped in the left lane near the Crownsville exit with her headlights off. Her friend, identified as Victor Aguilera, 33 of Annapolis, pulled over to the right shoulder, exited his car, and was going to cross the highway to see if she needed help. As he was crossing 97, another vehicle in the left lane came upon the unlit and parked vehicle, swerved to avoid that collision, but ended up striking Aguilera and killing him. The driver of the stopped vehicle was subsequently arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. We've been telling you about the Annapolis Film Festival coming later this month for quite a bit, and we are excited. They have just released the slate of films, and it does not disappoint. Opening night is To Olivia. Closing night is Peace by Chocolate. I sense a little bit of a theme there. And in between, there are more than 70 others, including one that's getting an awful lot of Oscar buzz called King Richard, which is starring Will Smith, and it's all about Richard Williams, who's the father of Venus and Serena Williams. Passes are on sale now at AnnapolisFilmFestival.org, and individual tickets will go on sale next week. But a pass really is the way to go unless you're looking for one specific film. You want to check out all the films on the slate in our article at eyeonannapolis.net, and you want to stay tuned for a podcast with Lee Anderson and Patty White, who are the co-founders and producers of the festival. We're going to be talking with them a little bit later on this week. Inflation. It's here. It sucks. Nobody likes it, especially in the gas stations, it seems. I know. I got bit this weekend as well. But you want to check out the article that Steve Palmer from TransWorld Business Advisors wrote for us. He penned one that may take the edge off of a bit of the stress. You want to scroll back to Saturday and give it a read. And speaking of Saturday, I hope you caught the current Dermatology and Cosmetic Center local business spotlight with Dr. Molly. That was a fun one. It is their grand opening today, so congratulations to Dr. Molly and her team. And if you have any skin concerns, there's a sign for you. Go check out Dr. Molly. She'll hook you up. Up next weekend, Fence and Deck Connection, and you want to be on the lookout for what I believe is the best bonus podcast I've ever done. I'm very, very proud of it. It's with former Senator John Astle, but we talk a little bit about politics, but mostly about his 13 months spent in Vietnam as a helicopter pilot. It is a no-holds-barred conversation. I will warn you, it does get very deep. It gets very emotional. It gets very dark at times. And not going to spoil it, but here's a little snippet from a lighter moment.
You know, there's another thing I'd just like to throw in. We're sitting here at Harry Brown's in the room in the front of where the bar is. And my political career was spawned at that table right behind me in the corner. I was talking with some friends one night, and at the time I wasn't happy with my job. I was a police officer in Baltimore City flying a helicopter for the police department. And one of the guys at the table said, "You should run for mayor of Annapolis. You'd be perfect." And I had just enough whiskey. It seemed like a good idea. And so I ran for mayor. That's how it all started.
That's going to drop on the 16th, I think, and we'll be sharing some more snippets throughout the week on this. I am very proud of this one, and I really want to thank John Astle for his candor. And before we check out, be sure to check back at eyeonannapolis.net a little bit later, as well as All Annapolis on Facebook. We're going to have a whole ton of pictures from the parade, so you can get your tagging finger ready. All right, that's it for the news. But first, a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, Rehab to Perform, and Alpha Engineering. All righty, it is Monday, and yes, still don't look at your 401k statement. Alcina from Covington Alcina is here with your Monday Money Report. And as always, George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather. All of that coming up in just a bit.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. A lot of people ask me, what will it cost me to go solar? But the bigger question you should be asking is, what will it cost me not to go solar? That's right, the status quo is costing you money. The average size system we're installing today delivers a net savings of over $41,000 over the 25-year warranted lifespan of the solar panels. That's $41,000 you might be leaving on the table by not going solar. Of course, solar is not right for every home, but the vast majority of homes can offset 50 to 100% of their current electricity usage with solar. Now that's substantial. Want to find out if you could be leaving $41,000 or more on the table? Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshines are wasted.
Are you an active adult or competitive athlete dealing with an injury keeping you from being at your best? Then Rehab to Perform is here to get you back to your full potential. R2P is a unique fitness-focused physical therapy company with 4 locations in Maryland. More like a training room and a personal training studio than a medical facility. R2P offers physical therapy for lower back pain, overuse injuries, post-surgery, muscle pulls, chronic pain, and more. R2P also offers rehabilitation for concussions and mild traumatic brain injuries. To learn more, visit rehabtoperform.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, March 7th. Yesterday brought a bit of rain to the Annapolis region, but also some very nice warm temps, and today will deliver more of the same before a bit of a weather roller coaster the rest of the week and the weekend ahead. Look for mixed skies today with some likely PM rain as highs climb into the mid to upper 70s with some low 80s possible as winds stay gusty ahead of a cold front that will move through and drop breezy high temps on Tuesday into the lower mid 50s before more rain Wednesday with even colder highs in the mid to upper 40s before some clearing and low to mid 50s Thursday, followed by temperatures near 60 again with more PM rain possible Friday, ahead of yet another temperature drop and more rain over the weekend, with rain possible Saturday with highs near 50 to be followed by mixed skies and upper 40s to lower 50s Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for all of the latest updates each day, as well as through our website at dcmdvaweather.info, and definitely download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt.
On behalf of Just One Sweater, I wanted to take a moment to thank all of our sweater getters. We could not have collected over 10,000 items of warm clothing and distributed them to communities in need this season without the help of our WRNR listeners. I hope it's not too cliche to say, you guys rock. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. As we spend more time in our homes, we're becoming more familiar with what we love or want to change about the places we live. If you're finding you need more work from home space, ready to downsize, or looking for an amazing waterfront retreat, we can help. We can set you up to receive a list of homes before they hit the market. We can come out and help you get your home ready for sale with our list of responsive, talented, good value contractors, organizers, declutter helpers, home stagers, and more. If you're financing your new home, we can connect you with our bridge loan resources so that you may not have to sell your current home until you're all moved into your new one. Give us a call. We can help you start this new year off with a new home.
That's another moving moment with Kristi Neidhardt of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. And Ann Alsina, a financial planner from Covington Alsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Alsina of Covington Alsina with your Monday Money Report. Oh my. The markets continued to whipsaw last week. Down, up, and down again. We flirted with a correction before fully entering one on Friday. A correction is a 10% or larger drop in the market. This comes on top of a stronger than expected labor report, meaning more jobs were created than expected. And several companies posted higher than expected earnings, which all points to the correction being a short-term reaction to geopolitical concerns. While the Russian invasion of Ukraine has impacted oil prices, which will push inflation higher, several large retailers posted strong earnings, meaning people are still going about with their lives and buying goods and services from companies that are still doing well and generating profits for their shareholders. The absolute worst thing you can do right now is panic and sell. While the value of what you own is temporarily lower, you still own the same number of shares that you did before the downturn started. And if you're contributing to your retirement accounts, you own even more shares than you did, which means that when the markets turn, which they will, the shares you owned and the ones you bought will all come back to where they were and go on to even higher levels. This doesn't mean every single publicly traded company will always increase, just that the market as a whole has always bounced back and gone on to new highs. The best thing you can do is hold tight. Ignore the sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach. In the Great Recession, the market fell 53% from its 2007 peak. If you had just held on, you would have watched your accounts fall in half, then fully rebound and go on to reach new all-time highs in just a few years. If you had continued investing during the downturn, at the bottom, you were buying twice as many shares for the same investment as 2007. Investing is, by definition, a long-term prospect. If it worries you, stop looking at your statements. And again, this is a good time to buy, harvest losses, or convert traditional retirement accounts to Roths. Your action to take this week is to make up your budget for your summer vacation. Planning now and saving for the trip can help prevent going into debt for your beach week. Make a game of it. Put a picture on the refrigerator, and each time you eat in instead of going out, transfer that money to the trip account and color part of your picture. You can always find more information on our Facebook page or our website at covingtonalsina.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Great Valley Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. Covington Alsina and Great Valley Advisor Group are separate entities from LPL Financial. All performance references historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions voiced in this show are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which strategies or investments may be appropriate for you, contact the appropriate qualified professional prior to making a decision. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Alsina with Covington Alsina.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.